In this video, I'll be sharing with you a tutorial / illustration on how to cut this stylish underbust backless sheer dress with layered gathers. So if this is something you like, kindly hit on the subscribe button. And this dress is from Classic Chic Locks on Instagram. Now to work on this pattern, we are going to start by drafting the upper part of this dress, which is the shoulder to under bust area of this pattern. So for this particular pattern, I've marked my shoulder to bust and shoulder to under bust first. We're going to draft out that part before moving to the next part. So after marking that, I'll go ahead and mark my shoulder divided by 2. I'll come down by 1 inch and I'm going to mark a basic neckline of 3 inches. This will be serving as a guide for my pattern. And I'll also mark a basic neckline of 3 inches at this point. I'll place my curve drill and I'll connect. I'll go ahead and connect from the shoulder all the way down to the shoulder slant. Now I'm going to find my chest line, which is the bust circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. Mine is 7 inches and I made a mark there. I'll go ahead to draw out a straight line. I'll place my tape and I'll mark my shoulder divided by 2. Now I'm going to place my ruler, and connect all the way up. After I'm done connecting, I'm going to go back, place my tape and divide this into 2 equal parts, giving me 3.5 inches and come out by ½ inch. Here I'm going to mark my bust circumference divided by 4. I'm going to place my ruler, connect from here all the way up and also connect to the under bust of my pattern. After I'm done connecting to the under bust of my pattern, I'm now going to insert my measurement. Mark my bust circumference divided by 4 and add my sewing allowance. Here I'll mark my under bust circumference divided by 4 and add my sewing allowance. I'm just adding ½ inch for here. Now I'll just go ahead and connect this all the way up. Now the next step is to mark out an outer neckline for this dress first. I'll come down by 1 inch from my neckline and I'll extend this all the way to the armhole of my dress. Go ahead to place my ruler and I will connect. After I'm done connecting, this is what I have, right? Now you also want to determine where the neckline will start. So I'm using -4 inches from the shoulder. I'll draw a straight line there and blend it out by the side. Now going to the under bust area and the bust area, I'll go ahead to curve it out. This is because the back of this dress is backless, right? And you notice at the side of this pattern, you have to connect it to the under bust area. Now I'll just go ahead to connect this and outline the under bust. Now to get this fullness we have at the upper part of this dress, you're going to use a slash and spread method to achieve this. Now I'll place my ruler and draw a straight line, slashing out my pattern. Now you can do this with the same measurement. I'm not really sewing this dress, that's why I just use any measurement to cut out that part, and I cut it out into 4 pieces. Now I'll place my tape and mark my shoulder to waist, which is 17, and add extra 1.5 inches to this pattern, because if you look at this dress, it did not actually stop on the waistline a bit. It has like a low waistline effect. If you're drafting a dress that has a sheer effect or smoked effect, you have to add extra 4 to 5 inches in front of your pattern. Now before I draft out the waistline, I marked extra 4 inches. So after this, I'll go ahead to mark my waist circumference divided by 4. That is, my waist circumference divided by 4 will give me 7 inches. This is what I marked at this area that I am outlining. Now this part that I marked times 4, that is 4 inches before your pattern, 4 or 5 inches, is the part that will help this dress to have that sheer effect when you make it with your stretchy or elastic thread. So you'll be cutting this out. You use this pattern to cut for both the front and the back pattern. Now for your pattern also, if you don't want it to stop at the waistline, instead of adding extra 1.5 inches, you can add 2 to 3 inches. So I'll just go ahead and cut this out for now. And after cutting this out, for the upper part, I'm going to slash it out, place it on another pattern paper and create a slash and spread effect there. So just like I said, I'll go ahead to cut this out. Now I'll get a new pattern paper. So depending on how full you want this upper part, you're going to do that. So first, I'll be marking out about 1 inch in front, because you're going to be folding out this part. Or if you're making this with a lining, you just add ½ inch. If not, add 1 inch, which you'll be using to fold that part. Now I'll place my first pattern, and I'm going to go ahead to measure about 2 inches. So this 2 inches is not a standard. It totally depends on how full you want the upper part to be. After that, I'll place my pattern, then measure another 2 inches, place the next pattern, and I'll go ahead to tape it down. After taping it down, I'll place and measure the next pattern, and I'll place this. Now after placing this, I'll go ahead to trace out the shape I have at the upper part. So by the side of the pattern, also add ½ or 1 inch to fold out that area. Sorry. Now I'll just trace out what I have here, the side, and I'll go down. Now after going down, I'll add extra 1 to 1.5 inches all around my pattern. Now this is for you to like create that allowance, elastic or rope allowance, that you'll be passing on top of the dress. So when you make this now, that is when you fold it, when you make that part and fold it this way, you pass your rope through it, which will be going back to the neckline of your dress, that is to the back neckline of your dress. And I'll go ahead to cut this out. So what you now do is, after you're done using the elastic thread to sew the lower part, that is the underbust part, you now gather it. Then go ahead to take this and place on top of this pattern and join the smoked part of this dress on top of the underbust and sew with ½ inch. Now to get the lower part of this dress, you're going to deduct the full length of your dress from your shoulder to waist plus extra 1.5 inches. My shoulder to waist is 17, extra 1.5 inches will give me 18.5. So you subtract that from the full dress length. So since I've explained how to get the length of this dress, now to get your round measurement, that is the part that will go around the waist, measure your hip circumference round. The hip is 40 and you're going to add extra 20 inches to it. We're having around 60 inches. Now I'll be joining it to the upper part of the smoked or shared area of the dress. So after getting the round measurement for the waistline you will use and the total length of the lower part, now we have about 3 steps there. What you do is you're going to mark out the line where you're going to place your gathers on. You're going to gather your fabric on it. So you need to cut out strips of fabric which you'll be pleating and you'll be sewing on the waistline of the lower part of this dress, which is about 60 inches. That is the waistline now I'm using is 60 for mine, because my hip is 40 plus extra 20 inches. So you're going to cut out a strip of fabric that is very long. You can as well go ahead to join it. So you just go ahead and pleat and join it to the tip or the upper part of the lining that you have cut out for this dress. So after pleating this, you pleat 2 extra layers on it to create that layered gathers on the dress. Since this is a tutorial, what I did was just to go ahead to just gather or pleat like 2 layers on it this way. So after pleating this first one, you go ahead to stitch, pleat the second one. That is, as you're pleating, you'll be sewing on your machine. So this is what I have already for the 2 layers. So what you now do is to go ahead to join it at the back, and then after joining it, you now join it to the upper part of your dress, giving you that layered effect for the lower part of this dress.